Hi, Stunning's Crochet here, and today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little bandanas that I created I used both acrylic yarn, which is this purple one right here, and I also made it in cotton yarn, which is this gray one, this lavender color, and this is also a cotton yarn. This is a different brand. I think these are Lily Sugar and Cream, and this is 100% cotton from I don't even know where the tag is at for this one, but it's also cotton yarn. It looks really nice. I like how this one came out better than this one. I don't know, it's because it's thinner, you know. So I'm just gonna show you how I made these, and hopefully you can make your very own. I think I made this one bigger. I don't know. Anywho, we're gonna get this out of the way. And I'm just gonna show you what they're like, the stitches I used. These are stack standing single crochet, I think it's called. And then I also used double crochets, which are these stitches right here. These are like granny stitches that I used all around, and then slip stitches I also used. I'm going to be using this purple yarn right here. It is a cotton yarn, weight 4. I believe it's also Lily Sugar and Cream. I could be wrong. I don't have the tag for this one, and I bought this yarn from like a big bag of like mystery yarn type on Facebook Market, so I don't really know what yarn it is. Well, I know that it's cotton. I just don't know the brand. I think is Lily Sugar and Cream. We're gonna start. We're gonna have a yarn here. We're gonna use a size 5 millimeter hook or an H, and you're gonna need scissors. So we're gonna start doing a slip knot, right? As usual, all projects. This is how I do mine. We're gonna insert our hook. Now, I attempted with this purple one, the acrylic one, I did different stitches. For this one, I did chains and then went back and did single crochets, and then after I did that, I started over here. Then I started from that last stitch and then worked my way up, and then from there I did this standing stack single crochet until I finished. And then I was like, I don't like how that works, so I started doing it differently. I think I did the same thing for this one with the chains, single crochets. I didn't like how that was coming out, so then I started playing with this one. This one I started I wanted to be a whole project, I guess. I didn't want to have to cut my yarn and then start from anywhere else. I wanted it to be one full piece. So I did standing stack double crochet, standing stack single crochet, whatever. Did that, and then started doing the granny stitches on top, and then that worked much better, so I wouldn't have to like be cutting and attaching. I don't like having to do that. Anywho, all right, so we're gonna start. We did our slip knot, and we're gonna chain 2. 1, 2, and then we're gonna go back to our first single crochet, to our first chain right there. You can either do in the bottom or the top. I go for the bottom, We're gonna insert and then grab our yarn and pull through like that, and then we're gonna continue doing like a single crochet. So we're gonna yarn over and pull through both loops. That is one single crochet right there, and then we're gonna go through that leg right here that creates. So you're gonna have two legs, and we're gonna go through this first one over here. We're gonna pull our yarn through and then yarn over and then close up our single crochet right there. We're gonna do that again through the little leg. Pull, yarn over, and there we are. We're just gonna keep on doing that until we have reached our length. I do 71 stitches. So we're gonna keep on doing this until we have 71 single crochets. Now that we have reached our length, we're just going to count it really quickly just to make sure we have our 71 stitches. And 71 right there. Good. Now we're going to insert our hook again. And okay, so from here we're gonna chain 3. All right, so we got our 3 chains, and we're gonna go back to this stitch right here where we did our 3 chains, where we started it from. So we're gonna double crochet right in there, and we're just gonna do that one loop right here. So we're gonna grab it there. I inserted my hook, and I'm going to finish my double crochet right there. I'm going to do one more double crochet in there, and we have created our first cluster because the chain 3 counts as our double crochet or as our first double crochet. Chain 3, first double crochet, second, we just made it, third right there. All right, now we're gonna split our stitch a little bit right there, and we're going to work our next cluster into this hole right here that we just split off the stitch right there in that hole right there. It shouldn't be that hard to put your hook through, so we're just not going to chain or anything. We're just going to work another cluster of 3 into that hole. One, 2, 3. There we are. And it should open up like that. That's normal. It should do that. Now, we're just going to turn our work and work standing stacked double crochet. We're gonna insert into that first stitch right there and do a single crochet, and then just how we did the tail over here or the strap, we're going to insert our hook in that leg right there, yarn over, pull through that hole, and continue with our single crochet right there. And that is our first double crochet right there. We're not going to chain again. We're going to separate our clusters in this hole. 1, 2, 3. In here we're going to make our next cluster. cluster of 3. 1, 2, 3. There we are. And now we're gonna work on top of the chain 3 that we did earlier, right here. We're gonna work 1 double crochet on top of that chain 3 on the 3rd chain up there. 1 stitch, 2 stitches right here. It's a little tight, so what I do is I grab the hook, insert it through the back loop right there to the bottom loop, I mean, and just insert my hook. Make sure I have 2 loops right there, and just do my double crochet as normal. There we are. And that is the beginning of our little headband. Now this is just going to be a repeat of what we just did. And instead of it being the first one right here being in 1 stitch, it's going to be in between these spaces right here that we just created. So we're just going to turn, and instead of going into that loop right there, into that stitch, we're going to go around the stitch, around this space right here. So we're just going to do our first single crochet right there and do the stack standing on top of there. There we are, and that is our first double crochet of the cluster. That's 1. Working into that same hole, 2, 3 double crochets, 1 cluster. There we are, and now working onto the next hole right here. Another cluster. And 3, there we are. And now we just continue with the repeat. Turn, top, single, single, 1 double crochet, cluster, double crochet, top of the double crochet, turn, working into the space, and we're just going to keep on doing that until we reach number 15 of the double cluster down here. This is a double 1, this is 2, 1, 2, 1, until we reach number 15 right here. But before we close it, I'm going to show you what we're going to do on that top section so it can close like that, how we have it. All right, I have completed all 14. Now I'm on number 15 right here. And right here, we're gonna start our standing stacked double crochet, but we're not going to finish it. All right, we're going to start our next double crochet, we're not going to finish it, and then the next one we're not going to finish it. We're going to jump over to the other side over here, and we're going to do the same thing we did over here. We're going to start it but not finish our 3 clusters. 1, 2, 3. All right, and we should have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all of them like that, and then we're going to chain 2. And we're essentially going to do the same thing we did here, but backwards. We're going to work it from here up until we have 71 single crochets, standing stacked single crochets, however you want to call it. So I'm going to do that now. We're going to, how we started here is that we're going to insert it in our hook into this hole right here that we created. Okay, yarn over and then pull, and that is going to be number 1. And then now we have 70 more to do, so see you when we complete that. It's 2. I'm going to continue. I think that's enough. I'm gonna go ahead and recount, make sure I have 71. If not, I'll do more or take away some. That is 71 indeed. I'm just tugging a little bit of the yarn. I'm gonna go ahead and cut, leaving a little bit of a tail. And now I'm just gonna pass my end through the hole, through the loop, and just tug. And now I'm gonna create these little knots. It's exactly what you think. I'm just gonna pull it over like this and just create a knot. There's no science behind it, that's it. Just gonna tug. Make sure it doesn't come loose, and then cut off that little bit of yarn. Do the same to the other side. I should have left the bigger tail, but that's okay. And that is it. You just wear it around your head. This should be behind your ears, and then you tie it in the back. I really like how it comes out so pretty, and you can wear it with almost anything. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe and like if you like the video, if you like my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.